just as they were about to move to a major record label. Morrissey, the singer and songwriter, Johnny Marr, the guitarist and music man. The songs, witty, unexpected, viewed from a resolutely northern perspective. Morrissey became an unlikely star, promoting celibacy, literature, northern values and Coronation Street. The latest album, Strange Ways Here We Come, is considered their best. Their fans were articulate and obsessive. Their own influences you may find rather surprising. Older viewers could find them surprisingly comforting. Here then, Tony Knox's South Bank show film, The Smiths, from start to finish.
Last night I went out walking, my intentions were to click, but the sights I saw while walking out, they nearly made me sick. I must admit I saw some girls, attractive little dears, arm in arm with ugly men with cauliflower ears. So if women like them, like men like those, why don't women like me?
I would go out tonight, but I haven't got the stitch to wear. This man said it's good for me that someone so handsome should care. Na, 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 na. This trouble me now. This trouble me now. A drunk-up country boy who never knew his place, he said, return to me. He knows so much about these things. He knows so much about these things. He knows so much about these things.
When I first heard the Smiths demo tape, well, I had that kind of feeling, you know. You couldn't immediately say, oh, well, of course, they've been listening to the Velvet Underground or the Doors or somebody like that. It did seem to be something which had just arrived, which is one of the wonderful things that happens in pop music, you know, is the fact that things suddenly spring full-armed from the ground, probably another misquote, but, I mean, you know what I mean, and appear to have not been influenced by anything that's preceded them.
They've given rock music an Englishness that no other group has, not even the Beatles. Because the Beatles were singing in American accents, by and large. And one could say, yes, you know, they did all this and they brought in this Liverpudlian accent, and the Rolling Stones tried this Cockney thing, the Sex Pistols tried this, you know. I think the Smiths are the first group to have perfectly integrated this form to a point where they are the first real, you know, the first great pop group. The first great English pop group, the first original pop group. I mean, that's going to get, you know, really, I'm really putting myself on the line there. But I think at the end of the day, in 10 years' time, and I stake what remains of my critical reputation on this, but in 10 years' time, the Smiths will be viewed in the same way that the Beatles are now viewed.
I feel the Smiths create their world. And not many groups do that. In much the same way, if you like, as people like George Formby created their world. And the Smiths create their own environment. And you can either go in, or you can say, no, I want Diana Ross instead. And it's your choice, really. The Smiths came together quite by accident, really. It just suddenly happened, which sounds almost unbelievable, but it really did. It really did happen in a very sudden, very casual way. The meetings between the group members was very accidental, almost. And it was also at a very barren time in 1982 when everybody seemed to be lost and the vile elements were taking over and everything was, music was just horrendous, and it was very synthetic and it was very fake, and it was, the pop star was back and the regimented pop star was back, and the punk ideals for the first time seemed to be totally dead, really.